Welcome to Particle Pharma. Hope you all are fine. In my previous session, I have talked about the food or crops which we are consuming and how they are reaching it to the market, the process involved in that. So today I'll be talking about its protection, why it is required to protect it from threats, weed, pests, as well as diseases. How it can be achieved by combining different methods which involve the pest control, disease prevention and weed management. So coming to pest control, prevention is the first step. As we know that prevention is better than cure. It involves the crop rotation which can be done by every 2, 3 or 4 years. So in the first and the foremost year, one crop is grown and in the second years another crop is grown. These two crops are different from each other. Why it is done? To retain the soil health or soil nutrition. Along with it can disturb the life cycle of pest. Coming to the second point of prevention is encouraging natural predators. So the farmers, they need to maintain that kind of environment into the crop field so that these are easily attracted towards it and they can kill the pest. Example is ladybugs which can kill the aphids. Coming to the next point of prevention is maintaining hygienic conditions of machinery so that they can inhibit the spread of pest. Next one is trap crop. It is a kind of technology where secondary crop is grown along with main crop so that the pests are easily attracted towards the secondary crop by leaving the main crop. Last technique is the farmer should select that kind of varieties which are pest resistant or disease resistant so that pests should not be easily attracted towards the crop grown or the cultivation of plant done. Monitoring or inspection of the field should be done regularly so that they can able to identify what kind of pests are grown and how much they have grown so that they can easily treat it. Last one is invention or control. It is of three types: physical, biological and chemical. Coming to physical, it involves a manual or mechanical method to remove the insects from the hands or using net to cover the crops. Coming to biological, which I have already told you, that ladybugs which can remove the aphids. That kind of natural predators are involved in biological control. Coming to the chemical one, here pesticides are used when required or when necessary in low dose, low frequency and at targeted position. And the pesticide should not be used in a much amount and they should be used so that in a proper amount so that the hazardous effect should not be seen on the plant. Coming to the weed management, here in prevention, like that of the pest control, preventive measures are also there for weed management. In that they will be using the weed free seed for cultivation. Next, they should be maintaining the hygienic control so that the weed should not spread from one area to another area. And they should not allow the growth of weed in non-crop regions. See here crop grown. Here crop is growing. And here crop is not growing, but they should not allow the weeds to grow in this region also. Otherwise, weed can easily transfer from here to here. So next one is cultural practices. Coming to cultural practices, technique of weed management is crop rotation, which I have already told in prevention that crop rotation, here also it is inhibiting the spread of weed. Next is crop covering. Here one crop is grown, then time gap is left, another crop is grown. What will happen? That weed, after getting all the nutrition, sunlight, it will grow. So to protect that, farmers have to grow another crop which is different from this one and this one so that the weed will not grow. I think I am clear. Next is mulching. Mulching is a kind of technique where the soil surface is covered with organic material as well as synthetic material, so that the weed seeds should not get the sunlight and they should not grow back. So cultural practices are completed. Now coming to the biological control. Biological control of crop protection does not completely eradicate the weed, but they can be used to manage it when compared to other techniques, as in that natural enemies of weeds are used. Natural enemies of weeds are used, such as insects or pathogens. So mechanical and physical method and chemical controls are left out. Coming to the mechanical and physical methods, hand weeding, where removal of the pest can be done by hands or manual method. Next is cultivation and tillage. Here tools are used, such as to remove the weeds or to uproot the weeds, such as plows and harrows. Plows and harrows. Coming to the cutting technique, here weeds are cut so that new weeds are not grown. Their production is limited here, and this technique is done before the flowering. Coming to flame weeding, here propane torch is used along with propane torch is used with heat so that the weeds will get killed, and it can be done only on dry weeds. Last one is soil solarization. In soil solarization, the soil is completely covered with plastic so that the temperature of the soil should get increased and they can kill the weeds. So by this, mechanical and physical methods are completed of crop protection. Coming to the chemical control, which involves the chemicals, and the chemicals which we are using here are termed as herbicides. There pesticides, here herbicides. As name indicate, pre-emergent. It means before. So the soil, I mean the weed seed, before emerging, it is getting treated with pre-emergent pesticides. After it is grown into a weed, then post-emergent is sprayed. Next is selective one. Here they are going to kill the weed. Along with crop, they are going to, here they are not going to kill the crop along with crop as they are growing, but selective pesticide is going to kill the weed. But in non-selective, along with weed, they are going to kill the crop both. So it is a not beneficial point to us. Next is systemic one. In this herbicide, it is getting absorbed through systemic tissue. It is getting absorbed through the tissue and it is showing its action. Whereas contact one, when it is sprayed, it is going to act on the specific location. It means when they are spraying it on leaves, they are going to act, or they are going to show its action. When they are spraying on flowers, they are going to show its action on flowers. So by this, the crop protection is completed. So the next part of crop production I'll be explaining in my next session. Thank you.